the ruck. Ma, happy to run onto it. Can't quite get her hands towards it. Ball's just going to pinball around. Now the Southern Saints get an exit and enter inside 50 for the first time. A good start for them. Running towards an open goal. The kick just misses by Olivia Flanagan, of course, coming across from the Hawthorn VFLW side. Good to see her getting on the board nice and early, Peter.
Indeed, and that makes it the Saints one behind. Collingwood yet to score in a matter of seconds. Katie Lee will have the resulting free kick and she'll work it towards the city side of the ground. Goes for a run out of defence. A long kick towards the half-back flank. Over the head of King. Saints mark out the back. And by the look of it, I think that's the 25 and Rebecca Neves. Neves tries to square the football up, looking for Rapari. Missed her. Pies come out of defence. Long kick, too long. Went over the head of Rhiannon Bush. Sold the teammate up the creek. Bush wanted to go back in for a second crack at it, but wasn't able to do so. Free kick going the way of the Southern Saints, and ending up with the football and going for a bit on the left boot is Ebony Nixon, formerly out of the Hawks. Nixon towards the half-forward flank, up against the boundary. A flying shot at goal by Olivia Flanagan is wide to the right, out of bounds on the full. Let's get some early thoughts from Alan Matthews. All the attacking with the Saints.
At the moment, it's all attacking. They're first for the ball at the moment. Collingwood just seem to be hesitating.
No hesitation there, although Maloney drops the mark. Could be crucial here inside defensive 50. Ma able to get the hands away to her skipper and bunker. Uses the outer side to go long down the line, but it's chopped off by the Southern Saints. Kearns goes inboard. Mark taken by Cormac. Now goes down that outer side. It's a good passage of play here from the Southern Saints, looking to get it back to where it came from. Neves will send it back in. She sold a bit of candy. Now it eventually comes inside 50. Good defensive stop. Still in there for the Saints. A little grubbler on the ground. Goes towards the boundary line. Katie Lee's able to pick it up and just handball it straight out and get a boundary throw in.
We should mention that early kick by 22 is Sarah Black. Definitely not the Sarah Black from afl.com.au. A little bit taller.
Yeah, just a little bit. Poor Sarah. We love her.
As we wait for the ball to be thrown back into play. Ironically, mentioning Sarah Black, it's her going in the ruck versus Sarah King. Ball hit the ground. A few players overran it. Marla Neal wanted to get in for the Pies. Couldn't extract it. Rapari's lurking around the pack. Goes in to lay the tackle. Maloney trying to get a hurried hand pass out. Now the Pies are going to work it out of defence. Long kick down the guts. Went over the head there of DiMatteo, who couldn't pick it up. In goes Ebony Nixon. Ball squeezed out the back by a good 20 metres. Coming in to pick it up was Gentile. Her hand pass, though, was spoiled in the process. Having a crack at it is Matza. Ball moves out towards the Pies half-forward flank. Broadcast side here at Victoria Park. Picking it up as Bunker went with a run for the football. Hot potato stuff there for Tani Brown. Brown got rid of it before being pinned. It's inside 50 for the Pies. DiMatteo had it momentarily. Got it back to Bunker. Lost control of the football. Saints ball as they try to move it towards the half-back flank. They had the numbers 2-on-1, but the ball didn't go in the direction they wanted it. So Jolliffe had to come in and lay a tackle, and the umpire will reset the play. 50 metres out from the Pies goal, going to the Sharon stand end.
The Rucks do battle again. Ricardo this time. Kick smothered. Bunker with the hands. Ma heading up forward. Target down there was DiMatteo. Couldn't quite get her hands on it. Now has a shot at goal. Just gets through for a behind. So first score of the VFLW season for the Pies, and I'm sure there's many more to come.
1 point apiece here at Victoria Park. And I'm looking around desperately for a score, but I think we might have to write it as we go along, Julia.
Yep, so 0-1-1 apiece at the moment.
As we wait for the ball to be brought back into play, and they'll work it towards the city side of the ground. Long kick out of defence. I think it was Nixon who kicked the ball. Now taking it off the pack there, Hannah Stewart. In fact, it was a clean mark, pardon me. It was off her own hands. The umpires paid that. Still in defensive 50. Stewart goes for a little run now. Kicks the football out towards centre wing. Rapari from behind. Punched the football. Hit the ground. He's going to be first to try and extract the pill. Everyone wants to jump in on top of it. The umpire will call for a ball up. On the bottom of the pack there was Rebecca Neves, originally out of Essendon. Been playing a couple of seasons now at the Southern Saints. Let's get some early thoughts on how the game's been going so far from Toby Hansen.
Yeah, well, Pet, it's absolutely fantastic start from the Saints. Collingwood are trying to get through, but they just can't pierce this back line of the Southern States.
As we speak, the ball has gone out of bounds, and it's the old coming round the mountain when she comes lasso movement from the umpire, which means out of bounds free kick to the Pies. And the kick up the line, Rapari almost cut it off, but getting in there in time was Matilda Zander. Zander with the football. City side of the ground. Kicks it long and high to a pack. It's King. fell short of when Sarah Black tried to push her way through the pack. He now does pick it up. Her hand pass, though, is smothered. Pack's going to quickly form. Getting in there is Hines, close towards the boundary line. She does a little bit of circle work, loses the ball. Going in there was Ma. She's dispossessed for the Pies. Little squeeze out hand pass. Sees King come in to try and lay the tackle. Ball squeezes out for the Saints, though. Then there was a hurry kick by Grace Buchan. Formerly the Pies, then the Casey Demons, now playing for the Southern Saints. Rapari was lurking around there in the pack and squeezed a kick along the ground. Going back there and getting a quick little hand pass there for the Pies. 65, which we don't have on our list. We'll have to pick up for that view very shortly. Going in there looks like the 55 in... Jackson was the 65 earlier, yes. Then Buchan, thank you.
Just going to say that.
I was looking at the Southern Saints this there for a moment. It's too early in the morning for me, no coffee. And the umpire says, advantage paid to the Pies. And it's a turnover. Winnie Lang will take the ball. And here's the better, Julia Montesano.
So Winnie Lang, former Carlton VFLW player, grab a sort of kick. It does make its way towards forward 50. Plenty of numbers back there for the Pies. Saints fans call for gone. But the ball's just going to hover around in that 50 and the umpire will ball it up. Just wanted to mention, if you are seeing, obviously, the purple ribbons that the Collingwood players are wearing, it's because one of the players' mums actually passed away during the week. So our thoughts are with the whole Collingwood community and the family of that player as well. As the ball keeps in the Saints' defensive 50. Chance to advance towards goal. Gone. Collingwood free kick. Olivia Marr has it. Goes towards the city side. They'll just keep hovering around that side of the ground. It's been popular so far, this city side. Not much action on our broadcast side. Bunker. Again, elected as skipper of the Pies. Back inboard to Marr. She has a few options short if she wants them. One of them is Neil. Doesn't quite hit her. Eventually Neil tries to paddle it up and mop up the mess. Saints go back inside forward 50 in the meantime. No mark taken. Pickup was clean. Tackle was better. Pies exit defensive 50. Perhaps momentarily it's a bouncing ball. A foot race 2-1 in the Saints' favour. Ryan wins out. Collingwood just able to tap it back forward. Ryan gets another go at it. Pursued by Neil.